Hello, welcome to the podcast. This is exactly what you wanted and exactly what you signed up for. I'm Roman the Russian, and I stream here on Twitch because you all know your favorite degenerate. Hello.
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 How are you today, Roman the Russian, who streams on Twitch, who is our favorite streamer?
I'm okay. Can you just introduce
Are you drinking?
yourself? No, just water.
I
should be, honestly. Let me feel it.
Pussy.
Yeah.
No, okay, fine. Let me get my twisted tea.
God. Such a, I swore.
I'm
swear to
fucking
God,
with you.
vodka.
I have a mini fridge filled with bottom shelf vodka. Like, I can go get it.
Well, that's what I'm drinking too. I'm drinking a $12 handle.
He's like, listen here, boys.
It's like $6.
Twisted tea. I'm gonna get my twisty straw, and I'll be right back.
I'll be right fucking back.
It's got the glasses that go over your eyes. The fucking crazy straw.
That's pretty
Yeah, I
lit,
want one of
honestly.
those.
All right,
I
Nick.
want one of those.
Same here. Yeah.
Okay, Nick, introduce yourself. What do you
Hello.
do?
I'm Nick. I do graphics and shit.
Woo! Peanut just meets himself. He's just like, I'm out. He's like, Pew, what do you do? What brings you?
My name is PiuGrave, and I'm a fucking.
Fuck yeah, dude!
What?
That was perfectly timed. I love that. That's fucking great, man. Can everybody hear the podcast? Okay, is there
No, fuck you.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
you! I was asking.
you know, I'm
volume's
hearing
on.
it pretty good, but I'm in the room, so I don't count.
Yeah, true. I went through like a whole ass pint while we were waiting.
A whole ass pint? You have an ass that fills a whole pint?
Oh, if I had a flask that was just an ass, I would love that.
We already know what you do. Don't worry.
I like that peanut.
Roman fucking knows and has mentioned it in Discord quite a few times that I have a fake ass.
Yeah.
I have a whole ass, fake ass.
Go on.
Like sex toy.
Oh yeah, cheeks. Yeah, you have a great cheeks.
Yeah. Hold on.
Show it.
No, I'm not gonna show it. I'm just gonna make a little.
It's like I would have to clean it first.
Gotta slap it around a little bit.
Peanut never got to introduce himself.
No, we're still in the middle of it. Go ahead, go.
I'm sorry. I don't want to butt into anyone else's.
How do I fall?
They're really getting to know you.
Graves. He's a magical genius, and he likes to slap fake cheeks. And then Peanut, your turn.
Yeah. Your turn.
Hey, everybody of the internet. It's me, Austin from PnodTv. I'm a social media manager. That's what I do.
Okay, sounds good. Now back to the cheeks.
Thank you.
Fucking good.
I need like an applause fucking soundboard now.
Dude, I swear to God, the second I get my sheet deck, I'm just gonna have
Everybody else was like fucking just like pretty jokey. And
Right.
like Peanut's like, this is my fucking resume.
It just makes sense because I'm the only one that's holding a piece of paper. Both your characters are drinking. He's over there with a quill.
You're the only one with a second torso.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say you're talking from Romans.
Yeah.
I'm Goro from Mortal Kombat.
He's just got torso on top of torso on my end.
Puny humans, declaration for the weak.
Oh my God. Welcome to this degeneracy that'll probably be happening twice a month, like every other week.
Wow, do you like literally drink like twisted teas on the regular now?
No, I just stockpiled a bunch for New Year's, and they've just been sitting in the back of my car. So if I ever got pulled over by a cop, they'd literally see like cases and cases of warehouse, like cases of Twisted Tea in the back of my car. They'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Because it's been like
it's been months.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been months.
It's been months. And I'm like,
Literally
I remember like back in the day, you were like, "Oh, I'm drinking Fireball" or some shit like that, and I'm like, "Ew." And now it's Twisted Tea?
Yeah, dude. And then before that, it was apple cider vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
Shots
apple
for
cider
subs.
vinegar?
Yeah, dude. I did shots for subs, and then you just fucking threw money at me to do it.
I dropped like $50 for him
to chug
drink.
a bottle. Like, I chugged 3/4 of a bottle of apple cider vinegar. Like raw, like no water. Just
nothing.
Throughout that whole night.
Just doing
that. I have a clip of it. I have a clip of it somewhere.
How bad is your heartburn after that?
I didn't have heartburn. I just shit myself.
I was gonna say he's shitting right.
Yeah, I was like, bro. I immediately was like, oh, my stomach hurts so bad. Like, I gotta go. I think, like, I finished the stream straight face, but then I was like, I have to poop. Please.
Was the $50 worth it though? Was the $50 worth
it? Was
though?
Definitely worth enjoying my asshole and cleansing my colon.
I think it was like what 10 gift subs or something. So it was probably more like 60 or 70.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking great. I love it.
Oh my god! I watched that whole thing too. I was just like invested. Like my hands were on my face, just like oh my gosh, he's really doing it. He's really going the distance.
He's gonna go all the way.
A mile.
He's going for speed.
P-Nod, what's the dumbest thing you've done for subs?
I mean, I'm not in that camp yet. I haven't gotten an audience that wants to give me money to do stupid things yet. But I'm sure it'll come. I'm sure
it's okay.
I'm on my way.
I will give you and Fox plenty of money to do stupid things with a flamethrower. It's fine.
I get pity subs.
You get pity subs? What the fuck?
Pity subs and pity donation and pity bits. Because so like I don't know if you remember like my early ass streams.
Yeah.
It was like I was sitting on a fucking like dining room table chair.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Solo comes and he's like, "You're sitting on a fucking dining room chair?" Like, yo,
like a wooden one? Is like, yeah, dude, it's fucking my back up.
He threw me $180.
He's like, get yourself a chair, bro.
Yeah. He's like, get yourself a chair. That blew my mind.
Right. Oh my god.
Pity bits.
Itty bitty titty bitty pity tits.
He hit me with the fucking pity bits, and I was like, yo, like, I mean, honestly, I could use this on a lot of things right now, but a chair. We're going for the chair.
You're like, listen. I will slut for anybody so long as my spine doesn't hurt anymore, please.
Yo, you offered me $350 the other day. Oh, you know that, Roman?
Yeah. No, I know. I know.
You offered me for nothing. He offered me for he didn't say I had to pay him back nothing. And I was like,
listen, I'm a good person. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I would have felt so bad about that.
I'm playing the long con. I'm here to make you feel bad about yourself. That's fine.
I said to a lot of people, I was like, yo, that program that makes my music and stuff, like he's offering to like buy it for me with the instruments and stuff, and I'm like, I can't do that.
You can't do that to your homie.
I can't do that to my homie.
See, but my long con is you'll feel bad, therefore you'll actually use it to drive your. But therefore, my guilt, like you feeling guilty, will drive you to make music and be good and have a successful career. That's the long con.
Shit, dog. I paid for it myself like a couple days ago, and I'm like, I got all my preferences set up. I haven't had time.
I mean,
I haven't had time. I've been like, it's been like 3 days maybe. Yeah. But I mean, I haven't had time. Like, I've got a lot of drinking to do.
I've got a lot of drinking, not enough time to do. Fair enough. Dude, it is so fucking hot in my room. Let me turn off.
Same, man. I have to keep on, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I have to keep my fan on low because, like, I saw, dude. It's EDM noxious. I saw,
dude. Oh, welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Oh, welcome. Yeah, it's raw hot as fuck in my room too. Because like I have to keep my fan on fucking low, otherwise you guys hear the worst of the worst. Like you'll hear the fan, like if I turn it up.
We already hear Pew talking. We already hear the worst of the worst talking about his cheeks.
No, damn it!
No, God damn it!
What y'all doing?
Dog. All right. We shut.
John said in the chat. He said, "What the dog doing?" So I'm like, I gotta play it.
Man. So what's my question is because Peanut's being awfully quiet. Like, he's being a sussy baka over there.
I'm just here.
Sussy baka.
Yeah.
For whenever you need me, boy.
I need you every day.
I need you to rip into us. Like I need you to make the jokes.
Yeah, dude, you gotta roast us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh fuck!
I just felt like you guys were just doing so good roasting on each other. Why get involved?
So my buddy here, EDM Noxious, who's in the chat, roasted me the other day, pretty bad, saying I look like fucking Costanza from Seinfeld because I'm losing my hair.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Ooh,
and I didn't get to say it because he was so drunk that he didn't he didn't get to fucking like listen to me. So I was like, I'm not gonna even roast him right now, but I'm gonna do it now. Bitch had his angle on his like fucking like phone. We were doing a video call and he was just like not paying attention. I'm like, yo, this guy looks like Minecraft Steve.
Box headed looking ass.
He got that jaw though. He got that like that man jaw.
They got the Giga Chad. The Giga Chad jaw.
He's got the Giga Chad. Yeah. He looks like he got like strong man jaw. So the way he had his camera angled, I was like, yo, that's a full box.
Well, he might have a full box, but you have a full cheeks.
Oh yeah, I got cheeks. I got. That's gonna be a.
It's gonna be a recurring topic at this point.
You just get your 3D model remade where it's just like a talking butt.
Yeah, just a mouth on an ass.
Like that South Park fucking shit.
Yeah. So I have a question. I kind of want to hear how the hell Pnod supposedly works somewhere that makes flamethrowers. How the fuck did that happen?
Oh, that's a story only time could tell.
Really Farms.
But
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Essentially, because that's where Fox works as well, my wife.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad's like a silent investor in this company. So we were both living in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a job, and we weren't looking for a job, we were both employed, but we just didn't want to live in Orlando anymore. And my dad's friend was like, oh, why don't you just come work for me? And it was like the flamethrower thing. He's like, yeah, you guys would be perfect. And I was like, oh, okay. So literally we just fucking sold our house, left Orlando, moved out to Fort Pierce, Florida, and just fucking work at a flamethrower company now.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
That's got to be so fucking cool, though. Like, just, I mean, like it's not coincidence, but like it's just like a situational thing that just put you in that position to do so.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. Like when I was in Orlando, I was just like focused on being a chef, and it was just like, it's kind of weird that I've completely like just stepped away from that. And I'm like, yeah, and I just like, I'm a social media manager, and I manage an online presence of a flamethrower company now. Like, okay, whatever.
But you can cook though, right?
With the flamethrower,
yeah.
right?
I would not cook with the flamethrower, as
Oh,
its
come on,
primary
you-
fuel source is gasoline.
Well, make it vodka. Just convert it. You'll be fine. Make that nice smoked brisket with like a very heavy hint of pure alcohol.
Yeah, dude, that would be. I wonder. I guess it probably wouldn't spark because it like runs through like an electrical current. I would say that'd be the most fucking expensive tank of like lighter fluid you like went through. Even if you got like a cheap one, I like a 20 bottle like $1 of vodka just for what, like 30 seconds of flamethrower time.
I'm doing good. Just doing a podcast talk stream with the homies.
I'm
Wait,
not
Yo, so like so I've been thinking, since you were talking about cooking, like I mean, like just inserted that, you know, like it wasn't even a big thing, but it came into my mind. One of my big things that I want to do is when I have enough money from my other stuff, I want to make a restaurant / gaming store, and like a tabletop gaming or card game, whatever. So you have like a place in the middle, yada yada. But I had like all these ideas for like, so think of like a mozzarella stick, right?
Okay.
But instead of mozzarella, you use cream cheese. And you use cream cheese. And instead of like breading, you use like Fruity Pebbles crushed up, or like
from
whatever.
experience, the Fruity Pebbles do not fry well, so you might have to
maybe cover another layer of like batter or something.
You want
over
like
top
a fruity pebble mozzarella stick? Is like, you want like a
any
dessert
cereal you can think
mozzarella
of.
stick? Yeah, any cereal.
Any cereal you can think of. We would use another layer of batter over top of it.
You would probably have to take your cream cheese and put your cereal in the cream cheese and like whip it up and then freeze it, like how they make like fried macaroni and cheese.
Ooh, that
And then you would
sounds
probably have to
good.
like drop it into like essentially like a pancake batter.
So if
Ooh.
we freeze it, we can totally like store it for longer though.
Yeah, any like restaurant that you go to, like any kind of like frozen good, even if they like prep it there, like they freeze it and have like a bulk amount of it.
Well, we were talking about a small restaurant that like catered to a certain amount of people at a time. Like
but it's still in a commercial kitchen. You would still have to freeze stuff. Like
no, we're not even talking about commercial kitchens. We're talking about like we're talking
about microwave, sink.
Oh, are you talking like small batch like stuff?
Yeah, we're talking about small batch stuff for like maybe 5 tables at a time. They have to call in.
Oh, okay, that'd be interesting.
And then it becomes an experience of like 5 people at a time, like 5 families at a time or something. And then we have to like you have
a limited amount. You can charge them a bunch of money. Okay.
I don't mean to like pump the brakes on you, but are you essentially like trying to do like a Kobe steakhouse?
I don't know what that is, but we're talking about like a
Benihana's.
kind of like, we have a tea shop around here that only does like 3 tables at a time, and I'm trying to mimic that, but less less commercialism to it until we can actually like push. Yeah, tea for 2. EDM Noxious knows. It's tea for 2. There's this place called Tea for 2. Yep, it's downtown.
Believe it or not, I used to work in a tea house.
So we're trying to do it like a sort of like we order things in a like like, yes, we're going to freeze some things, but like it's going to be made for the person who's coming on the reservation, and then we go back, order more based on what is selling more.
Oh, okay. Or you could do it like this, where let's say you get the reservation ahead of time, because let's say this is a very exclusive thing and you have to do reservations ahead of time. You give them a menu whenever they do their reservation, and they can order what they want ahead of time, right? That way you can prepare it ahead of time and just...
Yeah, it could be a day or two, month or two, in between,
or month or two, a year, 5.
I mean, it almost seems like you'd be going like in a catering direction though at that point.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it is actually where I got the idea for that like smaller section is from you. My buddy worked at that place, or was going to work for that place, T for 2. I do like the idea of like starting out small and then moving up as people, like our stuff, because we have a lot of random ideas for food. One of them is like bacon cheeseburger dippers, but like it's used with grilled cheese. And then you have like 3 different types of soup you can choose from. So you dip it. They're thin burgers, thin grilled cheese,
like a steak.
Yeah.
He's like, oh damn it! Now it's been compared to steakums. No, not like steakums.
No, it's
for
like,
legal reasons.
Instead of like so Bubba's Burgers.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you moved in a positive direction.
So you about half the size of those.
You're talking about doing smash burgers essentially.
Yeah, and then you stick them between 2 grilled cheese, and then you dip it into like either au jus or tomato, or like tomato soup, like a creamy tomato soup or something like that. Yeah, like a slider. Yeah, like a slider, but it's a dipper slider.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would say.
It's like an appetizer restaurant,
like a tapas restaurant.
Yeah.
I would say. I think the only issue you'll really run into, and it's something like it. No matter what size your kitchen is, like the reason why people have like set menus, and like you really wouldn't have to do a set menu. You would probably go in the direction of doing like a limited menu, and you would like revolve it. Is like the main thing you do when you do a restaurant is you build out your menu, and you would have to. It's what I would suggest is you would build out your menu, but you would build out multiple menus, because what happens is you want to be able to source a bunch of ingredients that can be used to make a whole bunch of different things. Because that way you're not losing any money. And like that's the thing is like if you didn't really plan it right, and you're like, let's say you're like, I'm going to do these mozzarella stick things, and I'm also going to do these burgers and like all this other stuff. It's like it only takes so much ingredients to make the items, and at the end of that, you would be like, oh, well, now I got all this extra shit left over, and your profit margins on food are just like so razor thin. The main way as a restaurant that you make money is actually in your labor force, which is going to be good for your concept because you really only need like 1 employee.
Exactly, because the reason I'm trying to do it in this direction is because I have a specific friend who likes doing this kind of stuff, and we would at first be doing specifically things that are like appetizers, just appetizers for a place to hang out and stuff like that. We don't have a lot of stuff like that here. I don't live in the boonies, but basically I live in a city boonies. So we were kind of thinking of like a dessert mozzarella sticks. We were thinking about that sliders dippers. We had this like casserole thing that we can make that takes like 15 minutes. But it's like a jalapeno chicken thing that with like lime chips and stuff. We've got like all these like random fucking ideas that don't take a lot of effort, don't take a lot of we could go right across the street and buy the things we need for it.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I guess one of those things too, like if this is a concept that you're interested in, like your first step would be. It kind of sucks that you're like in a city boonies or whatever, but like typically you'd want to like try and find a farmer's market or like a local brewery or something,
and then strike a deal with
Yes.
them. Yeah.
Well, you just want to set up a tent. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing is like you want to go places that serve drinks that don't have food
Mhm.
because that's also going to be your best customers too because they're just going to be drunk people that are like, oh, what the fuck are these? There's no food here. I'll eat whatever the fuck is here.
Yeah, then it's just,
And-
they start buying stuff at the farmer's market. Oh man, this zucchini looks real good. Let me shove it up my.
Yeah, and it's just like at that point the only thing you really got to invest money in is like a trailer, and then like you have to get the trailer just to like haul around your supplies, but it's like your supplies are like a tent, probably like a portable like fryer, and maybe like a stovetop grill or something.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like full disclosure. I live in Delaware.
It's bumfuck
And-
nowhere.
And like, I mean, our things. The thing is our state is small, but it's condensed. So our like, and I live in the main city, so it's like we could get things that we need 3 miles away and get back within a deadline of actually having to cook this thing.
Okay.
Like, so like we really like don't have that much of a problem with like
Supply chain.
I actually already forgot about this. My homie EDM Noxious suggested a food truck.
Oh yeah, you could do a food truck, like a pop-up restaurant. That'd be interesting. Yeah, as a concept,
Yeah,
because then you could just be outside of a farmer's market and then be like, "Hey, I need more fucking potatoes for fries. Let me just go get them real quick."
Yeah, the only issue you really run into with the food truck is
Licensing and certification for like different areas, depending.
yeah, it depends on where you want to take the food truck. Depends on like how good it is, like to have a food truck in the area that you're in, or if you have an area to take it to. But it's also just like one of those things too. Like a lot of people, a big part of like designing a kitchen is understanding like kitchen flow, and like how things are being made. And
Yeah.
it's one of those things like if you like the reason why I say something that you're talking about would be good in like a catering kitchen, because a catering kitchen is just a big kitchen that's in a commercial space. And it's not that expensive because it's in a commercial space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're just using it to prep a whole bunch of food and you can send it to wherever it needs to go. It's like one of those things where it's like one of the things I did is I helped a company with their food truck, and they just like pre-made the food truck, and they're like, we can't figure out why this shit doesn't work. And like they had this preset menu, and I was like, well, because of your menu, like you can only have one person in the truck because they have to like run over each other to like be able to produce anything.
Well, like I said earlier, I have a homie who just he wants to do these like weird things, you know, like he can make a chicken parm in, you know, a good 15 minutes. So that'd be a thing that's like, okay, we're gonna have to wait on it, but like some of the other things that we've been talking about could take like 3 minutes. It could be like a fast food truck. And honestly, we wouldn't. It's my area that's different that I'm supposing you're thinking of, because we could park, like my buddy here, EDM, just said, near the green, which is right next to all the bars. And this kind of sounds like a drunk, you know, food sort of situation anyway. Like, yo, they got motherfucking Fruity Pebble mozzarella stick cream cheese sticks with motherfucking like strawberry dippers and shit.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why I suggest it's like, because especially if you already have a place to go, it's like that's why you would just start with like a tent concept. It's like, even if it was just like one of those things where you're like, let's just like, you'd be like, let's do a line of like fried food items for a month, and then we'll get some money from that to buy like the next thing. But it's like you could literally just show up with a fryer and a prep table at like with like a tent thing. It's like as long as you have your certification, like you're good to go.
Yeah.
Like you could do a month of just doing like a couple different fried food concepts, and then you're like, cool, now we have some money. It's like now we're gonna buy our grill. And like that's how a lot of these places start. Like and the only reason I have experience with this is because in Orlando, that's a big way
Yeah.
that like companies start. Is
I
they
can
just get a
confirm
tent.
that. I used to live in Orlando.
Yeah, like they just get a tent concept. Like one place that's like booming right now is like a pizza place. And it's like their only investment is that they bought those like uni pizza things. And those things make a pizza in like 15 or 20 seconds. So like literally the prep that they do is just making dough balls, and then they show up somewhere and they sling pizzas for like 30 minutes to an hour and they've run out already. And it's like they made a couple $100. And then they just keep their investments or just buying new uni ovens. I think they're up to like 5 now.
I've worked at a few pizza places that it basically just comes down to the equipment you have and the workers you have, you know. But like our area is so small. Our area around here is so small, but it's like highly populated. It's just there's not a lot of commercial stuff around here.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, because I don't know exactly where you live, but I would say like the first thing is like maybe even look, because a lot of depends on where you are, but there's a big like boom in like commercial kitchens that are rentable. And it's one of those things like they rent them out because they don't use them full time. It's like that helps you save a lot of stuff. It's like one of those things where like you can throw someone like $50 for like a couple hours, and like you can literally go to someone's commercial kitchen, prep all your food, and then you can store it however you want, and then take it to wherever you need.
Yeah, the place that me and EDM Noxious used to work at. I'm referring to the guy who's in my chat a couple times. They're asking for their location. $1.2 million for the restaurant that was failing. And don't get me wrong. The food was great. They have all the equipment in there and stuff, but like they kind of just let it go after a while. So it's like I don't think anybody's gonna buy it.
Yeah, I mean it's really hard to. I think the main issue people have when it comes to like the restaurant business is they assume that they're going to buy this business and it's going to produce them money for so the rest of their lives, when it's like you really kind of have to rebrand, like re-go over your menu at least once every 5 to 7 years. Yeah. And it's like no one wants to put in that extra work, and like that's what makes it so difficult.
Especially like right now when like prices are changing constantly.
Yeah, well, a lot of that too is it's so hard to compete as a normal kitchen when you have places like McDonald's or Burger King or just like name brand places, because they own all their own farms, they own all their own distribution, and that's why they can have their prices so low. It sucks to go and like open a kitchen. It's like, okay, well, you got to go open a CBI or like a Cisco account, and like they're your middleman and they source all your food for you, and like that's where all your like price gouging comes in. That's why I say like it's good for you because you're probably going to have like one employee, but you're going to have a hard time with food.
Yeah, I know like a lot of like local restaurants are like starting to like struggle and shit now. Cause like when I'm at work, I do like a lot of menus at work and shit, and they're like constantly, and I'll do like the same place like over and over for like this like 1 month. They'll just constantly give like price changes for the same items and shit. Like it's going up like $1, $2, whatever. Just from like all of COVID and like now the fucking war and all that shit. So like shit's just getting like
prices are going to go up like crazy.
Yeah,
you might see pizza actually be expensive for once.
Yeah,
I think in my area, I think 2 times. Okay, just thinking of what I'm thinking. Like having all my other shit taken care of. You know, let's talk about licenses are done, food truck, gas prices. Let's say all that's done. I think, especially since I don't plan on moving the food truck other places, I think 2 times everything costing 2 times what it makes would be enough to actually handle covering our costs, because I would think that for the other shit, like it would be about 20% profit over each thing. Now, if you're doing that slow, yeah, that could be an issue. But if you're at a food truck, like my buddy suggested, you have prime hours to go to. Like I'm gonna pop up while the bars are closing. You know, that's what I would think I would do.
Yeah, and I mean that also goes back to like what it's going to be like for your county, and then also it's like where you're allowed to set up, because because an issue that you could run into is you're just like, well, I'll just maybe I'll just pop up on the corner or something, and like that's not a thing that's allowed. Like you actually have to be in a space. And it's like, and that's where usually like you partner up, and you're with, like I said, a brewery or something. Like usually the deal with them is you're either going to pay them a flat amount, or you'll be like, I'll give you 10% of what I make or whatever.
Definitely could go flat amount.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Like they ultimately like drive that discussion because they have the business with or without you.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the thing is like usually like you come in at first, and then it's like once you are you're like, no, look, people aren't just coming here for your like brewery anymore. Like the numbers have gone up. I've made this much, month to month, week to week. Like people are coming here for my food now. Like I'm gonna give you this much now. Like I'm bringing you business.
We had a taco truck like that, where it was in the AutoZone parking lot, essentially. The taco truck had somebody was showing up there on Thursdays because taco truck, damn good tacos. I never got to try it either because I'm so mad. I wanted them tacos. I wanted to put them tacos in my mouth.
Fill my cheeks with tacos.
All them tacos. Flat,
I got a taco holder, but it only holds one.
It's my set of cheeks.
I have been asked to take a shot. But yeah, my homie here says also there's a car show like around the area, and that's just in a, what would you call it? An outdoor mall, essentially. It's got a grocery store, pharmaceutical store, restaurants, etc. Strip mall, that's it. Yeah, strip mall. And they just show up and do this car show. I think I could pop up with my food truck and have no problems.
Yeah, and like I said, like I'll probably just keep saying it over and over again, but it's like, and that's why it's like it's best to like, instead of doing the truck, to like do the trailer concept, because it's like first thing you want to do is get the trailer. And it's like you want to get a trailer to what eventually you want it to expand the trailer out to be. And the other nice thing about the trailer too is like if the fucking engine or something goes bad, it doesn't matter. You can just get a different truck. But it's like you get the trailer, and then the trailer is used as transport at first for like your tents and stuff. And it's like, and as you get money, you're like, okay, I got some money. I'm gonna knock out a window in this trailer and like get some plexiglass in here. And it's like, then you go out there and you do the next thing. You're like, all right, now I'm gonna get the 3-stage sink in here, and I'm gonna do this. And it's like, and then eventually gets to the point where it's like, you have a trailer that only costs you maybe like $10,000 to put together. This trailer,
you sell it for $50.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing is like you use it, and then it's like ultimately the other thing too is like, let's just say you also want to go into like, I'm gonna get a spot. Like this is your long-term plan, but it's like, you get the trailer, you build out the trailer. Once you have the trailer, then you find where you want to go. If it's a building, then you can already rent it and just sit in front of the building while you finish like commercializing it and fitting it out. Or like if it's just a piece of land, you have a place to finally drop your trailer where you're not like getting charged rent or anything to keep it. It's like you're
absolutely right.
That.
You're absolutely right. And me saying food truck was I like not exactly what I meant by it. You're right. A trailer would be definitely better. I've seen those things, like take hold better. Like the $1 grilled cheese experiment. Y'all ever seen that?
Yo, yeah, dude. I wanted to do that too. Just to be like,
that's real successful apparently.
Dude, you could do that. You could take that idea because it's not like copyrighted or anything. But you could do it anyway. Like,
what was that again?
Yeah, my buddy who was talking about the food trucks in the first place, that was his idea. He is saying that's what he's referring to, a trailer. He's just calling it a food truck. I agree with that. Yeah. A trailer would be a great idea.
It's just so dangerous to like fall into that, because a lot of people will say like food trucks and you get sold on it, and it's like then you get this truck that fails on you and you're like, cool, my kitchen is now attached to this truck that I have to take care of as well.
So
now it's a starting idea, because the end idea is a restaurant.
Yeah.
So I like how we ended up on like the food truck topic, even though we basically just cut Pnod off from it talking about like what he was doing with his life.
Well, he's
I mean, it's something I used to do with my life.
And now he just does flamethrowers.
Yeah, I enjoy cooking still, and like every once in a while, I help people with like menu ideas and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, I mean, check him out on Twitch.tv.
Yeah, it was just meant to happen. Every once in a while, I'm just gonna get a message from Pew now, and he's gonna be like, "Now, hear me out."
No, I got an idea.
Now, hear me out. Salmon, shrimp, and GameCube controller dust.
Dude, what a garnish.
I love it. Dead skin, semen, Cheeto dust.
Semen, what the?
Yeah, lotion.
Yeah, lotion.
Roman really enjoys his games, okay?
Oh, yeah, I really do. Listen, there's a reason why I own... Oh,
Roman's like, who cares, man? Licks his fingers, let's go.
Yeah, just like waiting.
Yeah, yeah. The movie Shenanigans. He's like, let me get that little garlic parm in there, like some dandruff. that Parmesan cheese, get that garlic salt. Yeah.
You don't fuck with the people that make your food.
Yeah, really.
That's true. That's so true.
So I was gonna ask Peanut about the flamethrower thing, and like it's an idea of like starting a business, but you're like, because Nick and I were talking about this. What if you started like a snow removal service, like somewhere where it's really cold all the time, but you only use a flamethrower and call it Fire and Ice?
Fire and Ice. The only issue with our flamethrower is like, and we're still working on it, is that since gasoline has to ignite. If it is too cold, it does not ignite. So it does not make for a very good ice removal.
Well, you can mix in like kerosene into it.
You just have to store it in like a warm area.
Yeah.
You just need to keep the tank warm, right?
Yeah.
Every time I show up at someone's house, I'm like, yes, I will get started on this right away, but I will be shooting the flamethrower from inside your house, outside into the elements.
Roman, you can just sit on it like a mother duck.
Yeah, oh yeah, right between my balls, just get at the warmest part. Yeah, just right between my cheeks.
EDM's waiting for you to take your shot, by the way, Pew.
No, I'm sitting here waiting.
No, dude, do it, take the shot, bro. Take the shot, Mr. President. It's fucking terrible. But yeah, no, I would definitely start a business using a flamethrower to de-ice people's driveways. Or melt snow.
I was gonna say the second part to this business plan is that, remember, we are also in Florida, so your business plan would involve me packing up my flamethrowers to go north.
I mean, listen, you just go to like New Jersey or like
listen, boss,
or New York or something, or like go.
Do you want
me
to take care of your Instagram?
Michigan.
Do you want me to take care of your Facebook, or do you want me to drive 300 miles away to go de-ice someone's driveway? That's what I thought. I'm going.
I'm going.
You can do the other while driving, probably.
Yeah, you could do both probably while traveling.
You know, I gotta pee really bad. It's been about an hour. I gotta pee. Keep going.
All right, I'll edit that out.
It has not been an hour. It's been 45.
Yeah, it hasn't even been 45.
Well, technically you started late, so it's been probably less.
Yeah, it's been way less. So, Nick, what do you do? Like, how'd you get into the whole graphic design bullshit?
Well, originally when I started college, I went in with the desire to actually be a character designer. So I was really liked doing like, like drawing characters and scenery and shit.
And anime, you fucking weeb.
Huh?
You fucking weeb. Because you like watched anime, you're like, oh, I can do that. Yeah.
R.I.P. the dream.
I do backflip right fucking now.
Yes. You bad mouth.
But yeah, so the college I went to, they didn't offer that, so they told me that I can branch into that if I did graphic design. So I started with graphic design, and yeah,
they fucking lied to you.
Huh?
They fucking lied to you. That's what happened,
dude. I was so mad. The fucked up part is when I like literally my last year, there's like a whole like game design course. I was like, go fuck yourself.
Goddamn.
Yeah. So whatever. So yeah, I started doing it in college, and I started to really like it. So then I, graduated, and I went to Montclair to finish up the actual degree. And yeah, I really started liking it. Yeah.
Dude, I still find it crazy how we met. We're just randomly because somebody was like, "Hey, you want to play League of Legends?" And
dude, Kenny,
now,
yeah.
like years later, we're just like, "Bro, you want to be on my podcast?"
Yeah, dude. Shit.
Dude,
I want
like,
to know if you had the same experience as me though, because I went to school for graphic design,
ooh,
and then and I got there. It was like one of those things where I was like, man, I was like, this is, I obviously only went for like the first year, but like I got there and I was like, this is really like basic information. I was like, I kind of like know how to do this, and there was like people just like having meltdowns all around me, like in my class. And then like just one day I went to my teacher and I was like, what is the end game here? I was like,
the thing is though, like like a lot of art classes are going to be basic information in the beginning because everyone starts from all different positions, like with knowledge, obviously. But that's like, it's like any school setting. But like for the most part, a lot of it is mostly just what is it like? It is all for the most part opinion, but like people like the professors with more experience than you, obviously they are able to like look into like what you made and tell you like what issues are actually available to like your design. Because like with graphic design, it's really all about how people read it like easily.
oh, like simplifying things.
Yeah, like yeah,
following rules.
Obviously-
There's a lot of
obviously,
like
they-
basic rules.
yeah, kind of like concepts.
I mean, this is why Peanut has two torsos. He doesn't like. He's the rebel.
See,
He's the
this is the
anarchist.
difference between someone who went to school and someone who didn't finish school.
Yeah, I never finished law school. So.
double torso.
Wait, you went to school for law, Roman?
Yeah, I was in a criminal justice degree program at the University of Pittsburgh and never finished because big sad things happened that I'm not gonna say because Twitch.
Yeah. I remember you.
Yeah. Fuck you, Pew.
Oh, he's back for that.
No, I've been back. I said some things. I guess you guys.
I guess your mic didn't work.
Shit.
Yeah, but
my mic's not working. Fuck you.
But yeah, I never finished because sad shit happened, and then I was like, yeah, I'm out. Fuck this, and then I got stuck in Florida for 5 years. So
Damn, what?
yeah, I
5
told you.
years?
Yeah, I told you about that.
You might have.
Listen. We all know
He
Pew
was like,
has
maybe, but I
memory
don't
problems. He
I
drinks.
drink a lot. Shut up.
I do too, and I don't have memory problems.
I drink a lot. My friends are from Minecraft. What do you want from me?
I'm holding an empty fucking handle.
Is that a quality of Minecrafters alcoholism?
That's what they're judged upon. Diamond minecart YouTubers just like constantly hammered. He's like, he's blacked out, drunk. He doesn't even know how he mixes YouTube videos anymore. He just wakes up and they're done.
Your house, you just need a shot.
Yeah, Seki, no, I don't believe running a business is easy. Absolutely not.
Well, yeah,
Of course
absolutely.
I just know that from what I've seen, like the biggest part of running a business is having something somebody wants. And then you go from there. Like you also have to have a plan. And like
Just keep adding
that's
more bullet points. Okay, here's what you need. Something that people want. Okay, you know what? Maybe there's more to it. In 1 second.
right.
A lot of people,
Go ahead. No, you.
Okay. I was gonna say a lot of people would always probably gonna want what you have, but you need to know like how niche your market is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do realize that like niches do like produce the more niche your specification or like specialty, the more money you'll probably end up making. You might have a slightly harder time finding the business.
It depends on if your niche is something that goes into the realm of people that have money.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Seki here says that they have an idiot friend who thinks everything can be solved by just wages, just giving money out, and that's no.
Are we talking?
Yeah.
Your parents are dead. Here's some
Are we
money,
talking-
man.
Oh no!
Looks like you're suffering from a little bit of sadness.
Here's some money.
What do you think?
got
You want a
PTSD?
Jefferson? 2 Jeffersons? Oh, you know what? You look Washington sad. Here's a couple singles.
Oh, no.
Washington sad. You look Washington sad. Not even a Ben Franklin sad. Just like a. You look like a Lincoln sad. You look like a couple of Lincoln sad. Here you go, 2 pennies. For
Here's
your
a
fats.
Toys R Us gift card. They don't exist anymore. Well, you know what? You should have thought of that before you weren't too sad.
You're putting someone's worth into like a single dollar bill. Damn.
God.
You got a couple of them. Not just a single, a couple of singles.
Well, less than a Lincoln, obviously, because it's not 5.
You know what? Fine. It depends on the minimum wage of the area that person is sad in.
Okay, now that's just really. I'm not gonna go further into that. That's really fucked up.
3, 2, 1.
Someone's sat in the projects.
Someone walks in with a clipboard. All right, after assessing your value here.
That's fucking terrible.
Get political, but that's what it's fucking like.
What about like Planned Parenthood? You just stand outside and go like, "Sorry for your sadness. Here's a dollar bill." Also, here's my number.
Oh, you still have a tube TV? You don't really need that much money, do you?
That's fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
Goddamn.
God, you guys are fucked up.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Welcome to the. You just have a synth? Did you say that?
Do you not remember him being a musical genius?
Oh,
I'm a musical
no.
fucking genius, bitch.
Bro. Oh, okay, Pew. Since you're a musical genius.
Okay, what's up? Whoa!
Now you got to make that into music.
Nick's gotta-
And don't make it Who Let the Dogs Out. It's been done
It's gonna be
before.
full dubstep. It's gonna be full dubstep. My own take.
Bork, 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 bork.
Pork, pork.
Yeah, I hear your dogs, but maybe this needs more boots and cats.
So what do you have you guys like? Well, I know I have and Nick has played Elden Ring. Peanut, have you looked into Elden Ring at all?
So it's me and someone else. Is it me and Dadbod that have just not played any Dark Souls
No, it's
games?
me. It's Pew. It's Pew.
Oh, okay. Hi, Pew.
Hi. I don't fucking like Souls.
If you like to hate your life, I definitely recommend playing the game. It's fun, but you just die a lot, like a lot. You just have to be okay with constantly getting really far ahead and then like progressing.
Well, I
and
do
then
play
dying.
Hunt Showdown.
I mean, oh yeah, that's true. That's
Only
also
gone
very
so far on
disappointing.
that.
We
I've only
still
gone so
have to
far.
we still have to play that, the three of us.
Which one?
A Hunt Showdown.
Hunt.
I haven't played that in fucking forever, dude.
Yeah, we should play that. You know what?
One
We
day
should
they'll
do
add
that.
a
Maybe
four-player
one of
mode.
these podcasts we'll just like only have the podcast while we're playing.
That's just a fucking stream. What are you talking about?
What's the difference? I use Twitch for both.
Wait a second. Are you saying we're live right now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh, I have some comments I would like to retract.
I've said so many offensive things.
So many people in the world need money. The more money, the better. Is there anything great about Elden Ring we need to know? Is there an experience that we're missing out on rather than just dying all the time?
Just a fucking another death game.
Yes,
Yeah,
essentially,
basically, yeah, that's all it is.
But the nice thing about Elden Ring compared to the other Dark Souls games like Sekiro, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Demon Souls, whatever.
Bloodborne, yes,
Bloodborne.
we know.
Yeah, the
we know what they
difference
are.
is that you can actually bypass bosses now. Like you have to do a lot of exploring in order to find it, but like you can get around it. I've legitimately uncovered 95% of the world map, because it's an open world game. Just by exploring, I haven't done any bosses.
Didn't do it.
Yeah, like I just didn't do any of the bosses. Just fucking walked around and found everything.
What?
You did all the
that sounds
optional
cool.
shit.
Yeah, so it's like you don't have to fight the bosses.
The main shit.
It sounds super cool. I can play the game without actually playing the game.
Yeah, I love
spend
it.
Money on playing a non-game. That sounds so good.
So good, so good.
It's just like,
Roman. Help us. No, I gotta go look over here.
honestly, I've read like I'm not a Souls fan.
Mhm.
I'm not a Monster Hunter fan, but I'd probably play Monster Hunter more than Souls.
I mean,
So-
Elden Ring is basically
It's
Monster
kinda-
Hunter.
I know.
I guess.
I know, but I'm saying Monster Hunter, at least like I could like never come back to it and not feel
At
like
least in
bad
Monster
about it.
Hunter, you get to like jump in the air and do like a 360 spin off the dragon's face.
Anime.
And
Yeah.
coming his ass on the way down.
And I go back.
Sassy Baka!
Sussy bata.
And I go, not now, Grandma. Not now,
What are you-
Grandma.
what are you
I'm trying to
watching?
make a remix of dogs barking. If you could please leave me alone.
Oh my god.
See,
I'm a
I,
misunderstood artist, Grandma.
You guys beating on me because you know I actually live with my grandma.
What? You listen to
I don't even know
that? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Bro. Is she hot? I'm just kidding.
Shit.
I kind of see you.
Give me that good. It's terrible.
She's my favorite person in the world. Like legitimately, she's funny as fuck.
Yo, can we just have your grandma as a guest next time? Just
I would love to. I mean, honestly, I would love to.
I will
I've been-
personally drive out there.
I would
And I will, like,
more
sit
if you
next
could
to
see a
you
few
in the same
distance
room.
yelling at her. Into the microphone, Grandma.
I don't know if she,
Stop
I don't know if
talking
she can
to
hear
me.
me. I don't know if she can hear me from here, but because like there's like a very thin wall between us. But I've been trying to get her to smoke weed.
Dude, just put some acid into her coffee one time.
That's a funny thing you just said, because the first thing she was like, yeah, I'd like to try acid one day. I'm like, Grandma, smoke weed first. I'm like,
You're like, calm down.
Damn, she just skipped the
She's gonna look at you and be like, I've done math. Like, you know nothing.
She's like, I'll drink a glass of wine every once in a while, and I'm like, and then she's like, yeah, I want to do acid, before I pass, and I'm like, Grandma, I think we need to build up to that.
You should make her some shrooms tea. Like, DM.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah,
Ayahuasca.
yeah. Just take her on a spirit trip and be like, do you really want to do acid?
Like for the rest of her life, like like she just like shivering in the corner, like my soul. I saw my soul.
I'd be like, are you sure you want to keep doing this? She goes like, fuck yeah, and just becomes like an actual hippie.
Oh my god. She starts wearing like one of those like fucking like
Dread
multicolored cloth
Yeah.
like headbands.
Yeah, the tie-dye ones, yeah. Gross dreads. It just becomes a hippie, goes to
All of a sudden,
Birmingham.
all of the furniture in the house becomes made of beanbags.
Yeah.
Yo, I wouldn't.
There's like hookah in the living room. Like, that's for smoking the weed.
That's for smoking the
The-
Don't tell anyone this, but I smoke marijuana out of this. Yes, Grandma, that's exactly what it's for.
No, I think the crazy thing is like she is less affected by like the terms of what marijuana usage used to do. Like, like back when I was maybe like 22, we could still get arrested and put in jail for weed. Like, and she's like, oh, I'll never do weed. And I'm like, yeah, well,
You don't
I thought
do
the same
weed,
thing.
Grandma. You don't have sex with weed, Grandma. Ignorant.
Ignorant. It's not ignorant.
So fucking ignorant, Grandma.
I
You fucking smoke it, Grandma. Stick it in your guns,
like-
Grandma.
They're trying to take your guns. These weed smokers and oh no, these gays and weed smokers are trying to take your.
Listen, Grandma, shoot up your weed and let's take some fucking Henny to the head, bro.
Bro, you gonna do this acid with me or not, Grandma?
Let's get Grandma some
Like-
DMT.
I don't live with my
That's a
grandma.
lie.
She's my roommate.
I did DMT once.
I mean, I did acid.
I did.
once.
Tell us about your DMT trip.
Oh, tell us.
Did you see any dead relatives?
Hold on. Before I tell a story, take a shot.
I think if Nick ever did like acid or DMT, he'd probably hear his dog barking in the corner and be
Fucking
terrified.
Lord.
He'd be like, "Guy, you better stop it!" He'd like be
All right.
shitting himself high as fuck.
All right, so I went to an anime convention, right?
Oh, that's how every
And-
great story starts. Continue.
And there
How
was
much
like
deodorant did you wear?
oh, shut the fuck up.
He didn't wear any. He didn't wear any. I was there.
That's the only time I wear deodorant. Shut up.
You fucking nasty
That's
ass.
the only time.
Hey, ladies, this is Axe
Pure
Phoenix.
musk.
Nah, it's Old Spice. Fuck you.
I wear Chanel
like-
number 5. Thank you.
What smell
wear
is
that.
it? I don't know. Blue? Shut up.
Blue. Fuck you.
That's just my natural musk.
So like I went to this anime convention and there was like this like smokers area that we all went to, we all congregated to. And I'm sitting there and I meet this guy and this dude's like fucking drawing during an anime convention because he didn't buy a ticket. He didn't buy a ticket. He was just like, I'm gonna sit over here in this corner and just fucking draw. And I'm like, cool, I'm gonna hang out with this guy. And me and this party group that I have, we're all just hanging out with this dude. And then he's like, I'm just going to sit here the whole night. And I'm like, cool. And this random fucking ghost of a person, fucking just sweeps in.
Aspiration.
Yeah. Aspiration. Apparition? Fuck you.
Aspiration is like precipitation of the ass cheeks. That's what it sounds like. Like my
So
booty sweat.
he fucking like slides in and he's like, yo, does anybody want to do DMT? And I'm like,
What?
I'm
You
like,
have to- You have to do
I'm
the
like-
creepy voice. Do a creepy
Hey
voice.
kids, you want to do DMT?
want to do DMT?
Does anybody want to do some DMT?
Sound like that
Yes.
fucking old.
No, you gotta be the disappointed samurai. Be like,
Anybody want some cigarettes?
I remember when they first invented DMT.
you gotta be like the old Jewish grandma from Brooklyn. Like, hey kids, you want to do some DMT?
Want some Virginia Slims from
Virginia Slims, yeah. Or the what is it? The
iced coffee?
Peanut.
Blackberry
Do
Cobbler iced coffee's on sale.
the disappointed samurai.
So anyway, I
You
like
son
he
of a-
walks up. We're just vibing, smoking cigarettes and drinking out of like random flasks, and like he like pops up. He's like, "Anybody want to do DMT?" And I'm like me. I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know you. That could be like fucking like fentanyl in my
That should be your
asshole.
response to everything. Next time you go to Burger King, what can I help you with? I don't know you.
I don't fucking know you. So like my buddy who's drawing, he's like, yo, yeah, I'll take it. And he just like full ass hits this. It could have been like rat poison, whatever.
Yeah.
He full hits it. And like then he like 10 minutes kind of like I wouldn't say passes out. He was talking to us the whole time, like telling us about his dream that he was having. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I take a tiny hit because I don't want to go where he's going. I'm like, this is scary. like
This
And
is
then-
scary. I'll have a small bit.
yeah. So like 10 minutes of him doing that. Like, yeah, no, I did it after. So like 10 minutes of him, he's like, yo, whoop. And he comes back, he's like, yo, that was fun. That was great. I like searched. my soul. And I'm like, cool. And he like comes back from it. And I'm like, okay, I'll take a little tiny one. And me didn't feel anything like that. It kind of went like, since I went so tiny, it was like a little bit of smoking weed. That's all it felt like. And like he's sitting, the guy who is like fucking passing out of DMT is watching us like, yo, this is cool. Haha, let's see what I'm doing. And me, I'm like, I'm just high. So afterwards, he's like, anybody want a Slim Jim? I still have that same fucking Slim Jim in my hand right now from like 40 years ago.
Wait, you have a Slim Jim that you never ate? You're like, it's
This
laced
is
with
Slim
DMT.
I will
It was
always
Slim
remember
Jim.
this story, and I will always remember this Slim Jim.
It's hard as a fucking rock, dude.
Just give it back to him like the next time you see him. Just be like, hey,
Oh my
man.
god, I want to. It's hard as a fucking rock.
Bro, which convention was
That's my
this?
fingernail. It was Kazakon.
Oh, Cascon. Okay. So, funny enough, I actually met Pew, like, when Pew and I met, it was at, what was that, Otakon 2019?
It was Otakon, yeah.
Yeah, Otakon. Like,
I don't know.
yeah, it was like Otakon.
Otakon something.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, no, that was 2019. That's when I came up from Florida. But,
Right.
yeah. So, it was weird, like, cause you knew, my other buddy, Nick, like Thor, yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, so dude, I honestly don't even remember what the fuck happened, but you just started chilling with us, and then like we started like you went to our room to party, and
Mhm.
Nick was the first one to pass out, like my buddy Thor. Thor passed the fuck out. We started stacking pillows and beer cans on him, and then like just blasting music. People were getting hammered left and right. There was that one security guard that was being a piece of shit that came up, like trying to throw us out.
Fucking, we made a shrine to White Claw.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
White Claw Coon.
Yeah. That was
I got
so
pissed again.
good.
It's only been 15 minutes. I got pissed like a fucking racehorse.
Vodka's going right through.
I broke the seal.
Broke the. Oh god.
Oh no.
Just pee into the cheeks.
Pee into the cheeks. You just hear the cheeks off in the distance. You're like, Nick, what is well, Nick and Peanut, you guys are both graphic designers, so like, or at least have Peanut has experience with it, I guess.
So, someone has an education.
Yes.
Continue.
Yeah.
Two sides of the coin.
What is your most interesting commissions or like jobs that you've done for anybody? And then also, what's the most frustrating one? Peanut's just gonna be like, working with Roman is always frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me it's just the flamethrower one, but it's like it's really only frustrating because I'm not like the head person, then so I like have to combat with somebody who doesn't want me working there.
Because you're not the head person.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. I guess I would just say like it's easy when like you're a creative person and you just get to like walk into a room and everyone's like, oh yeah, this is great, I love this. But it's like it's so difficult when you like
Have to work
go
with other
into-
people.
Well, it's like I work with someone who like constantly is like, "Oh no, what you made sucks." And I'm like exact phrasing, like that sucks. I hate it. And I'm like, "Okay, what about it would you improve?" And they're like, "I don't know, it just sucks." And then like he'll literally just like turn around and like literally take whether it's a picture I took, a graphic I made, just literally anything I did, and like won't even like sometimes won't even change anything. And then he's like, yeah, mine's better. Like, and he'll just like, and it takes him like 2 weeks to make it. He's like, yeah.
He
this is
probably
what we're
just
gonna
sits
use.
on it and then just like does it in 5 minutes, and then he's like, yeah, I'm here.
And I'm just like, okay. And it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't like can't be bothered because like you still get fucking paid, right? Like,
Yeah.
I get a paycheck at the end of the day, and like it's not affected at all by the decisions, but it's just like it's so frustrating to like literally spend all my time working just for like none of it to ever get used. And I'm like,
Oh my god,
More
bro,
of a-
fucking same. There's been so many times I've had to make a logo for someone at work, and then it just doesn't even get used, and they just fucking make something else, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
They're like, I like this, but it's shit. Goodbye.
But yeah, like there was one time I made a complete logo, looked up a concept, like I was like doing like all this research and shit to figure out like what to do for the logo, and then I made it, and then my boss was just telling me to take someone else's logo and just change it a little bit, put their name on it. I'm just like, you fucking and then we
Listen,
didn't even
good
end up
boss.
using it anyway.
Like I just jumped into this, and like that sounds. I'd fight someone physically
What? For
over
doing work?
over doing the work, and then they're just like shitting on it.
Well, I mean, I don't really care if people like shit on it because, like, you know, like that's just part of the job. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you learned a big part of. I can say from my experience is like you go into most projects being like, what do you want? And like, if you go to someone who is not artistic and try and be like, what are you hoping to see? Like, you are gonna get such just like
really vague
mixed
descriptions.
Well, it's either vague or it's mixed, or they don't really know what they're talking about, or they don't really understand the colors they want to use, or like in just any like, and it's like such like a back and forth process to like make it that you get so used to someone being like, I hate this, and it's like, okay. Well, this is what you described. What about this do you hate? Okay, now that I have your I hate this information, let me try and fix it now again.
That's the thing. Like, once you kind of accept with people that like no one knows what they want, but they know what they don't want. That's just kind of literally the fucking job.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
I
even, like,
understand
websites.
I understand like people not. I understand what people like understand that they what they don't want. I get that, but like if you make a full ass thing and then they based off of I don't fucking know what I want, then like don't I mean honestly on my end, like doing basically freelancer shit, like I don't take any of that. Like I need a like full fucking something.
Well, that's why you usually have like an upfront price, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, typically, if you do like work, you're like, well, I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm gonna get paid this much because it's gonna, you're gonna compensate me for the hours of you not knowing what you want, and then we're gonna go from there.
On my end, I do for music wise, I do $100 for 3 minutes, and like it can go farther than that. It can go farther than that. It's not a big deal if it goes farther than that. If it's like 4 or 5 minutes, like you're only paying me for like extra for like the extra things that you want me to do with it. So like it's a flat 3 minutes, $100 on my end.
Oh yeah, because
anything
like
lower
the
than that?
song lasts 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, anything lower than that, I can like then anything lower than that, I'm like, okay, we'll work off of what I put into it. If it's like you want like 30 seconds, then I'll say like, okay, it still might be $100, but like if I didn't need $100, it might be like like if I didn't put $100 worth of work in it, it might be like $10.
What if I want a ringtone?
If you want a ringtone,
I ringtone. 5 seconds.
Like the 5 seconds, depending on like how fucking crazy you want it, I can.
So crazy.
It's just me yelling at the top of my lungs.
I want my ringtone to go off for 5 seconds, and people can't even comprehend what just happened.
It's just like machine gun fire and somebody yelling. Give everybody PTSD in the room.
You want it to be like, okay,
I want people to shit their pants. They're so amazed.
Like, right? Okay, then I could make it $100, but that's yours forever. You can use it for whatever you want. If it's a ringtone, sure, cool. But like if you want to like show it off, be like, oh, my ringtone's going off. It's like that's the best fucking song I've ever heard. They're only gonna hear 10 seconds of it.
Because the song doesn't exist. So they'll just be like,
you're already not listening to me. I said 5 seconds. You gotta make it happen in 5 seconds.
I can do that. That's never been an issue. I can make someone shit in their pants in 5 seconds.
I don't believe you.
He's like, I don't believe you. You're gonna have to put that up for show.
You know what? If for some reason you come up with this crazy ringtone that I guess is like cool or whatever, like send it to PnodTv@gmail.com and I'll look at it.
I'm opening up Gmail right now.
He's like,
literally go fuck yourself.
Literally, my fucking music. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. For my genre, everything is on point.
What would you say is your genre?
I called it geneticore.
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 It has the genes of other genres.
I don't know. Sounds like
metal.
Sounds like a bad guy company from an action movie in the 80s.
The bad guy name? Yeah. Like a villain name? My name is Geneticore.
No, it'd be like, damn it, that's the PiuGrave. Geneticore's newest experiment.
I'll have to fucking.
I make badass shit, so badass shit. Geneticore.
Not wrong. I mean, but like fucking, I make like that shit that sounds like it sounds like dubstep metal, but it's like weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Like dubstep, it's metal. It makes you feel uncomfortable in your no-no parts.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If your dick isn't affected, I do not want to make music. If your dick is not,
if your dick is not affected, I don't want.
You gotta be careful these days. You like walk up to someone and be like, "Is your dick? Do you have a dick?"
If you had
what do you identify as? First question: what do you identify as? Okay, great. Is your dick affected by this music?
Are your genitals affected by this music? Good. Pay me $100.
Do you have morning sickness? Ah, perfect. You've just been impregnated by Geneticore.
I will impregnate you.
Geneticore is not responsible for any impregnations.
Geneticore, sponsored by Plan B.
Do you love Oreos and milk?
Because I do.
Because it has nothing to do with Geneticore. Geneticore is awesome, though.
You should give him a follow on twitch.tv.
My buddy, okay, so next week I'm gonna bring John in here. My buddy EDM.
Oh, yeah,
he's funny as fuck. He's fucking dying over here.
Yeah, let me see what he's saying. He's just like
he's dying over my chat. When are you gonna pack Virginia Slims? And everything past that is like fucking LOL.
Okay, we already found Roman a picture with 5 people in it, so he can be the 5th person.
Yeah. I can switch it out every single time. We'll just need to.
I said to Roman, my favorite fucking idea for like a guest picture thing is to have like, that the 5 black guys and then Piper Perry on the couch. And then like the guest be Piper Perry.
I don't want to say that might be coming close to blackface, but
no, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Okay. I volunteer as tribute to be the white girl every time.
I was thinking it would be the guest. Whoever's the guest, it would be. But it sounds like you're really enthusiastic about that.
Yeah. You know what? It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, no, we can all team up on Peanut.
Peanut's thing already looks like he's jerking off 2 guys at once. So just like,
yeah. I'm clearly the strongest here with my double jerk off action.
And his double torso.
Double jerk off action. That sounds like a fucking. When you say it like that, it sounds like a fucking like.
Geneticore presents Peanut. Double jerk off action.
The new Mattel toy with double jerk off
from Hasbro. Fisher Price double jerk off action. That fucking sounds so.
Fisher Price is so.
Mommy, it hurts my penis.
Well, you're not supposed to put it in both. It's fucking
His age
terrible.
is pouring up. Oh no! I'm dying.
I'm cutting that out. That's so fucking
Nope, it's there. It's there. It's there. It's too late.
The internet is forever. So.
The internet's for
Yeah.
porn.
No, I'm saving this VOD and I'm like tagging Roman in it specifically.
It's
I've
terrible.
heard on our channels alone, like I've heard the worst shit possible. Like things that I didn't want to hear have come from your fucking mouth.
I mean, you're right. That's the whole point of this degeneracy.
So you cannot delete any of this shit. You have to put this whole podcast in, unedited.
Well, I would have to edit out like the times where like we wait for you to get back from the bathroom and stuff.
Nah, because we just made fun of him while he was gone.
Oh, that's
I
true.
was gonna say
We
we
talked
talked
about
you guys
peeing
were
in
talking
his butt.
shit.
Oh yeah. We
Peeing
talked
in my
about
butt?
peeing in your cheeks. Yeah.
Well, we were kind of like making the joke. It's like instead of you going to the bathroom, I can
Just
just
pee in
pee
your
in your
cheek.
butt, like
Yeah.
peeing in a bottle or something.
Just pee in your cheeks, man. Pee in your fleshlight.
I mean, like if I stretch it enough, I could pee in my butt. Oh, you're talking about my fake cheeks. Wow. I thought you were talking about like under the taint.
But tape it to your ass.
He's like, I want you to know right now that my
Yeah, Mark
penis
Kelly.
is long enough to get to my butthole
But not if it's
and
hard.
pee inside of it.
Because then it won't bend all the way.
Just barely. Just barely. I can
You can touch his taint
touch the
with it.
beehole. I've tried it. This
God,
is a confession.
He's like, look, weird thing about living with your grandma is you don't really want to leave your room. Other weird thing about being in your room all the time is you try and put things on your butt, including your
Yeah.
Have you tried the
Yeah.
walking down the wall method of trying to secure it?
No?
I've
Is
never.
that new?
What?
That's something new? No, I've never heard of that.
Roman doesn't want to admit it, but he has a long list of things like that. He just hasn't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten
Okay.
to.
He just has like
any
a
of those.
whiteboard, and it just says a whole bunch of different ways for you to get down to sucking on your own wiener.
Listen, I'm a pro. at
Don't
this.
give him ideas.
My face
give my
hurts from
ideas.
laughing. Like my cheeks hurt. Ah, my face.
I'll make your cheeks hurt.
Ooh, daddy.
so like real talk.
Settle down.
Real
You only
talk.
get so many cheeks, Pew.
Up to 6 now.
damn.
So like real talk, back in the day, I mean, of course, every guy's tried. There was a point.
I mean, I haven't really tried this way. I asked.
Nah, you tried. Fuck you.
Roman just like looked down and went, I can't do that.
I
Went
got
back to
it.
Cheetos.
Yeah.
I
Or
got
twisted
it.
tea.
I got it once. I got it once. And I decided that wasn't for me. So
Nick, have you?
I was like 15. That was like 15. I got it once, and I was like,
You know what?
I looked at myself. I was like, this is kind of gay.
Well, see, now that you said it that way, I just imagine that you're just in like a full mirror, like just a giant mirror. It's just like you can see yourself 100%. You're just looking at yourself with your own wiener in your mouth. And you're like,
No, nah, I curled up like a full ass shrimp. I looked like a fucking shrimp. Like I curled up.
like a shrimp on the bobby.
Like-
He just stick out his own ribs to suck his.
Nah, it isn't that hard.
He's like, it's really
When you're
all about your
flexible-
breath work.
when you're young and flexible, it's not that fucking hard.
Young and flexible, and then breath work. Every time
I
somebody
was
says breath work, I
super-
think of Demon Slayer. He was fucking first form. First form, dick sucking. Second form, trying to fuck yourself in the butt with your dick. Haven't mastered that one quite yet.
I will admit to that. I will always admit to that. About 15 years old, I got it once, and I was like, nah. That's kind of gay. It's sticking in my mouth.
Did you put it in your mouth after you tried to put it in your butt?
I never tried to put it in my butt. Never tried to. I just know it.
He's
He was like,
going on my
wrapping
note.
up, by the way, I have some things I gotta do.
Well, watch if your grandma does acid, she just starts telling you about her sex stories from like back in the day.
Nah, she's a little more calm on that. Like
I don't know,
her
man.
stuff.
I
I
don't-
told her stuff.
I'll tell you what, my grandma only had sex one time, and it was to make my mom or dad.
That's a lie.
Never again.
Never.
Never
And then
again.
they never
She's
ever
a
did it
saint.
again.
Yeah.
And she goes to church.
God damn it.
Only Jesus claps these cheeks.
It's just some guy from down the street named Jesus.
Excuse me, sir. I go by Jesus.
Yeah.
Roman's gonna be like,
Yeah, you
still
know-
playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, I was about to say, notice how long that Elden Ring talk just fucking lasted.
It was all of like 30 seconds. Like, do you play Elden Ring? No, fuck you.
I'm saying what?
No, that
So,
shit
like,
lying.
Look, this is what I was saying. I wasn't even fucking saying make a whole fucking stream about it. I was saying make a like 5-minute segment where we're like, talking about like, hey, I like this song, etc. I like this movie, etc. And then fucking
like a corner
blast out
segment,
from
yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
we
do that. All right. That's not bad.
We spent like 15 minutes on just like introducing ourselves. Like, hi, I'm fucking PiuGrave, and I fucking like we don't need to do all that. We don't need to do all that.
Oh yeah. No. Okay. So the future will be a lot shorter, just because it's the first episode. But
Gay sex, gay sex, gay sex, gay sex, gay sex.
no, it's fucking terrible, man.
Dude,
Dude, okay. So I have a question.
Next question.
Next question. All right. But yeah, no, I want to see the Batman movie. I think I have plans to go see it Saturday.
But definitely have to go see it as well.
Yeah,
I was gonna go see it this weekend, and then I saw that it's 3 fucking hours long, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Yeah.
Peanut's like,
things I
I
have
got
to fucking
shit I
do.
gotta do.
I actually
there's,
just saw
like-
it today, but I didn't think I'd be home in time for this.
yeah, there's like no good. So okay, there is literally one good theater that
Mhm.
is like where I live, and the
Mhm.
one time that I went there, it's like one of those like dine-in theaters.
I like an AMC.
I mean, I haven't been to an AMC in forever, so I assume. But it's like it's got the recliner seats. They have like a full menu. You can order food or whatever, and they bring the food to you before the movie starts. But it's like
Oh, okay.
I literally like ordered my food for me and my wife, and like they were like, okay, and now you pay for it. I was like, okay, and I like gave them my card, and they were gone for like 45 minutes with my card. I was like, okay, that's great. And then this was like a week before Christmas, so like literally like Christmas Day. All of a sudden my card just like starts getting hidden up with like these random transactions. I was like, awesome.
MC?
No, it's like a local theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was just like, cool. I was like, I guess I'm never fucking going there again. Like I was like, unless I like don't want to eat food while I'm there. Because like even if you get popcorn, like it's still the same thing. Like you order it at your seat and they bring it to you and then they take your card to pay for it. So I have to fucking drive like 30 minutes away to go to a good movie theater.
Closest good movie theater near me is like I think they call it Tinseltown Cinemark. It's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes away. But they serve food while you're there, so there's that. They give you food.
Yeah. It's
I
just
like
annoying.
only
One that serves alcohol.
Yeah, they also serve alcohol in there.
Yeah.
They give
It's
you like
beer,
half
though.
bottles of
Like,
wine.
I'm like, give me a pint.
Yeah, right. Give me a gallon, bro. Give me a bucket. Give me a
There-
fucking.
Right. Fill
There-
up that
there's
goddamn
something-
popcorn bucket.
There is something amazing. It's like, especially like when you drink, like your standards like really drop. So I was gonna say, like my dad, he like lives in like a rich area, and it's like 30 minutes. So I think it's like 15, 20 minutes away from me, maybe. Say it's like, and the reason I don't go to that theater because it's like $20 a seat. So it's like you would pay $20 just for the seat, and then like obviously you're gonna get food and drinks. It's like the couple times I've gone, like I'm just like, well, I'm gonna drink before I get there, and then it's like I get there, and then I get like their crazy nachos. Just like, over the top nachos, and then I get like another drink, and I'm like, man, this experience is amazing. Like, look at these seats that go all the way back, and I don't care. I got nachos all over my shirt.
Like, I don't.
2 White Claws.
I don't go to a fucking like movie theater that like expects me to like pay $800 for a fucking. I don't go to those things unless I'm already fucked up and already have like 3 cheeseburgers in my pocket. Like I'm wearing Jinko ass jeans, trying to get in these fucking like McDonald's fries and shit.
I got on my fucking cargo shorts. Each one has got a 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell in it.
Hell yeah.
And people are like, that guy smells like Taco Bell. And I'm like, what are you going to do? Check my pockets? I'm sorry, I have diabetes. I need these.
Yes, it's like, yeah, fucking, you smell like Taco Bell. Yeah, I rubbed a fucking crunch wrap under my armpits before I came here. Like,
what do you think I was going to do? Use my blue deodorant? No, that's for the cons.
Yeah, that's for the cons, dog. Yo, not gonna lie though, like cons, the rave, the dance parties that they have smell like the worst fucking cheese.
It's all big cheese.
All the cheese.
The worst blue cheese?
No, it's definitely some blue cheese. Oh my god, it's so much worse.
Somewhere.
So like my first con where I was like being super social and stuff, fucking hot chick walks up to me and asked me for a cigarette, and then we started talking, and she's like, I like you.
She walked up to me and she was like, excuse me, where am I? Why am I here?
She comes up and says,
lost.
She comes up, says, yo, I like you. After like talking a bit and giving her a cigarette. It's like, yo, I like you. Come join our group. We're gonna like go party. I'm like, cool, yeah. Turns out the group that she was like with was like her choice of who she's gonna fuck that night.
She was like, so then I entered a dance contest for this woman's
this badge. It was on like Donkey Kong. It was like
I said to myself, listen here, Pew, it's either the cheeks or this girl's cheeks, and we're gonna dance.
It's a dance off.
And clap cheeks.
Ralph Macchio was there. It was awesome.
So she was like, basically, she was just like, yo, I like you. Like, come hang out. And the dude who was the obvious choice, let's just say he was the obvious choice, was like 6'3", maybe like 6'5", ripped to shit, cosplaying as this character from Hunter x Hunter, Gone, with his hair like literally another 12 feet in the fucking air. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm competing with this guy. But like, I ended up like dancing with her at one point at the rave, and she's like, let's go to the middle of the rave, and I'm like, cool. So we go to the middle of the rave, and I'm like, nope, I'm sipping on Gatorade, and I'm like, oh, it smells like
thick cheese and Cheetos.
It smelled like Cheetos and like fucking like. Okay, someone shoved a fistful of Cheetos up their ass and shit it out. They died. That's what it smelled like.
Up their ass?
Locker room? Nah. Gym locker room? Nah.
So walk us through this process. You have a fistful of Cheetos.
You shove it up your ass. You crunch them first, or you don't.
Inside the
anus. Die.
Back to Roman. Do you use the clenching to chew it? Is it a chewing motion?
No,
Are you absorbing
no.
any of the Cheeto dust through your sphincter?
No. Like the sphincter, the breaking of the like you shove it far enough up there that it starts breaking down.
Way up there, Morty.
But you die before that.
Jeez, man.
So you know when you die, you might shit yourself.
I shit myself.
Like
I have brought great dishonor upon my family.
But it tastes very good.
We're a shove a Cheeto Ruru up of my.
I know. I imagine the Cheetos like mascot saying that, like, it's going to my family. The fucking seppuku, like, and only cheese dust falls out.
I enjoyed that it was easier for you to say the Cheetos mascot rather than just Chester Cheetah.
Yeah, he couldn't remember. He's just like, I don't remember.
I don't remember. I'm drunk. I'm drinking lemonade.
If you're
I'm
not
drunk off
okay,
lemonade.
okay, we should do this podcast, but every time that we do it, we have to be drinking. Like every single one of us.
I'm down.
Only
Next time you're so hammered.
drink one.
Well, I think I'm already. I think
Swifty.
I'm already 6 ounces in.
No, he's
So I've
getting
had
swifty.
3 drinks.
6
tequila.
ounces.
I like how Pew
like-
has like the world's smallest bladder, but I've been chugging water this whole time and I still haven't had to piss.
I've been drinking since I woke up at 4:15.
Damn,
It's
bro.
like, do you remember the part where I live with my grandma and I talk about making fried mozzarella sticks, the fruity pebbles?
Yeah.
I've been drunk.
Bro, your grandma must be like, so, like if your grandma smoked weed, she'd have the munchies all the time because of you talking about food.
Yeah, like almost always when I go to talk to my grandma, it's about food. Like, I mean, like we watch shows and stuff, like so we have other stuff to talk about and stuff. We have a lot of things to talk about, but like me, I'm a fat stoner drunk.
Which is ironic from earlier pictures of you. You're like,
We
you're a
were
skinny
waiting for
emo
more
kid.
descriptive words. That's why there was that silence there for
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah, no, I'm a fat stoner drunk. Like a weeb. Fucking, throw the word weeb in there. But yeah, no, like I talk about food so much, and yeah, fuck you, Roman. I used to be skinny. Remember? Fuck
I
you.
mean, so did I. Fuck you.
I know. I saw a fucking like flashback picture of you, like a video or something you posted,
Yeah,
and you were your hair was so short. Your
yeah.
hair was short as fuck. And you look so. I was like, yo, does this boy eat?
No. You're like, this boy too thick now.
This boy.
Big.
I'm thick too.
So you're saying you don't want to come to the PnodTv Temple of the Gods in my garage?
Yes, I do actually. Yeah, baby, I'll bring the oil.
Does that have any sexual, like, you know?
We do
Dude, you
oil
wanna
each
know
other
about
up
it?
before we begin our workout routine.
If we don't oil each other up, I don't want it.
Can we put it on? Can we do olive oil?
And then you have to do Ginyu force poses before each workout.
Hell yeah. I'll be in the back row spreading my cheeks.
I'll do the raccoon thing. Raccoon!
What is that man doing? That is spread cheeks. So very uncommonly known yoga pose.
He's the new menu.
It's an advanced version of the
He's the
dog.
new menu item at McDonald's.
It's a new version of the upward dog.
Chicken McCheeks.
Chicken McCheese. Yo,
The secret menu item.
yo. Okay, speaking
Hey,
of like mixed stuff, what do you think is an
Yeah.
overrated food item? Like gets hyped up
from where?
Supreme.
From where?
from
Literally
anywhere.
all of the world Crunchwrap Supreme.
Crunchwrap Supreme. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's
I get so fucking tired of hearing people say how fucking awesome the Crunchwrap Supreme is when it's like literally every time you get it, it's just a soggy piece of shit.
It really is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, I honestly don't like Taco Bell.
No, I love Taco Bell, but I
Well, there goes
so
our
much-
sponsorship opportunity with Taco Bell.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I only love Taco Bell if Taco Bell paid me.
Yeah.
I definitely like Mexican.
I like their lesser known
restaurants, but
competitor, Del Taco.
Del Taco.
I feel like I would probably like that better. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I'd probably like it better because,
You never-
like,
Oh yeah, Del Taco's I've had Del Taco because it's in Orlando.
fucking the hamburger meat that fucking Taco Bell does tastes like dirt. It tastes like dirt.
Yeah. Well,
it's not
somebody that-
hamburger meat. It's God, what's that shit called? TVP is what Taco Bell uses. That's why it's not actually meat.
Yeah, it's like horse meat or whatever.
Garbage. You
Well,
mean?
no. So TVP is textured vegetable protein. It's actually
Okay.
pretty dope. But like, if you ever want to make Taco Bell ground beef at home, which Pew obviously doesn't because he hates it.
Yeah.
It's literally like you get yourself a bag of TVP and you like rehydrate it with like beef broth,
Yeah.
and then you just like add your taco seasoning to it and a little bit of like tomato paste
And it's pretty
or
much the
tomato
same.
sauce. Yeah, it's literally the fucking same thing.
Yeah,
Yo.
eat my ass. I'll use some ground beef, some taco seasoning. I'll make better tacos at home.
You know what? I would be so down, like, if I ever came down to Florida again, which will probably never happen, if Pina made me a bunch of food. I'd be like,
We're talking about coming up here and eating like some fancy
We all just
food.
have to go to
Yeah,
Piu's
dude.
grandma's house.
yeah,
and
let's
say,
just fuck
"Hi,
it.
Grandma.
We gotta
Can
set
you
up the
just please
date.
excuse yourself out of the kitchen?"
Yo, let's do it. August. Let's go.
The whole thing. Yeah, Thor was supposed to come up here. Thor was supposed to come up here and like
Oh, man, what a bit.
be like, okay, Grandma, you're not cooking tonight. Like,
Oh yeah,
guess what?
because Thor's like an actual chef, like for
Mhm.
like a 5-star restaurant. Yeah.
he said he wanted to do like a full Mexican like thing, like fajitas and like tacos and
Quesadillas,
like
yeah.
quesadillas and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, just tell me when you're available, because we have a guest room here.
Mhm.
And like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I guess Thor and I haven't talked in a long time. I hit him up every con and be like, yo, you coming to the con? And then he's like, no, I'm not. So
I mean,
I am
that's right.
Thor, Lord of Lightning. I have no time.
I have no time for your foolish mortals.
Listen here, cheek boy.
Chic.
Cheek boy. Listen here, son of cheeks.
Cheek, son of Odin.
You are no Odin's son.
Cheeks, son of
See?
ass.
CHIQUE.
This is
Cheek.
Pew, cheek son. Master of
Cheek.
weeb shit. And Taco Bell. I don't know. He doesn't have any titles.
Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell. Yo. Well, what's this? That's a number 3 combo.
I summon forth the Crunchwrap Supreme. A light slapping sound.
Just
Oh, ew, gross.
Oh,
Ew.
what is that? Sour cream? Nope.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Oh, that shit's nasty.
All right, if we're talking about fast food,
Nasty.
what's your guys' favorite fast food places? Like,
Oh, that's hard.
And anything that qualifies as fast food is any place that's not like a.
Are you eliminating fast casual then? Is that what you're saying?
Let's talk
Yeah.
chains then. Let's say chains.
Yeah. Okay, chains. Yeah, okay, that works.
Mhm.
It could be Chipotle. It could be
Yeah. Olive
Whatever.
Garden chain.
Well, Chipotle's fast casual. So that's what I was asking. Like, how do we want to break it up?
yeah. We're talking chains. We're talking chains then.
So just out of all the chain restaurants?
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, for the most part. Because like there's a fine line between a lot of these.
Yeah.
So
That's what I
chain
was saying.
wise,
You might want to like. I was gonna say maybe break it up into like your favorite like fast food, which would be something that has like a drive-through, and then fast casual, which is places you walk in and construct down a line, and then do sit down, and then you could have like a competition for what's the best out of the 3.
because that makes it super hard for me because like I have like my fast food. My fast food is probably Wendy's.
Same,
Ooh,
honestly.
Nothing better than getting a fucking Frosty and dipping your French fries in it.
On TV.
Hell yeah!
Dude, this is how
I
you
do
know
a
we're
baconator.
all fat.
I do a baconator.
I'm
I
not fat. Don't talk to me that way.
God. I don't do all the sauces on my baconator though. Sometimes I'll add it.
The sauce on the baconator is called mayonnaise. Don't do.
They put ketchup on there too. They put ketchup on there
It's
too.
not mayonnaise. It's man cum.
I'd like a baconator. No sauce. Mayonnaise and ketchup.
I don't like mayonnaise and ketchup on certain like fast food places.
Okay, just as a question though, have you had the baconator with the mayonnaise and ketchup on?
Yes.
Okay, and you're trying to tell me that it's better without the delicious mayonnaise and ketchup on?
Yes.
Okay, well, so you are eliminated from this conversation. So there's just 3 of us.
Suck my goddamn dick. That fucking ketchup is sweet.
You know what I
Like-
will say, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I was going to say the best thing that they ever had, they do not make anymore, is Burger King when they had the stackers.
Yes, the triple stacker. Oh my god.
Any stacker.
Never.
They had the stacker menu and it had stacker sauce.
Dude, it was so good. Stacker sauce was
Burger King
like
won.
Thousand Island, basically.
Burger King's not that good anymore compared to like
It's
when we were
not.
kids. It's like
Yeah.
almost like not even a thought anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it as an adult, so maybe I missed out.
Yeah, no, you did. Burger King ain't shit anymore.
Yeah. I mean, and like, I don't really know I think the sauce was almost like a McDonald's like Whopper sauce, but like essentially they went through a period of time where they were just running the stacker menu, and the stacker menu was just, you either wanted a single, double, or triple, and that was just how many patties you got, and it was literally the same thing as a Baconator. Like, it was just meat, cheese, and bacon, but then they put like the Whopper sauce on it, and it was
I've
so
actually
good.
never liked Whoppers, to be honest with you.
No,
So,
I fucking
like-
hate Whoppers.
Yeah.
Does anybody okay, this is like a double-sided sword of a question. Does anybody like Arby's?
I actually do.
You
Yeah.
have to
I
find the
don't
like the
understand why
privately
people
owned.
hate it so much.
Well, you have to find the ones that are actually owned by Arby's and ones that are not franchised. That's the difference.
Yeah. I like
So
Arby's
when you come to
themselves.
Florida, you get a smorgasbord of ones that are independently owned, and they're awful.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
absolutely awful.
So,
Like, I've gotten sick.
What I've learned about Arby's that I like is their fried chicken sandwiches are so thick and juicy. So I'll do like a fried chicken sandwich with bacon, lettuce, tomato, and it's like the size of like I can't even, there's nothing in my room that's like that thick. It's like a baseball sized fucking patty of chicken.
You mean
Yeah, like-
except his own cheeks that he has?
Yes. Okay, so I'm eating my cheeks, right? I'm eating chicken cheeks
Okay.
over here. And it like strips off. I love that. Like when you bite into chicken and like strips, you know?
But
like-
not chicken strips.
I love chicken strips too.
So you
Mm.
just like chicken that strips.
I like watching you strip, but I mean,
With the oil.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. Mm.
Mayonnaise and ketchup.
Peanut oil. Peanut oil. Peanut oil. Peanut oil. No.
No. That was good. That was good.
Peanut
Okay.
oil trademarked.
Peanut oil.
Listen, gamer girls, they can
Not
take
just
they
that
can take their
eyeball.
baths and they can have their bath water, but I work out. And then I put my sweat and oil into a fucking oil canister.
Mm.
And I spread it all over my chesticles.
From the top, make it
I
drop.
do
That's some
wide
wet-ass
lunges.
peanut.
And I let it drip from out of my ass crack into the bottom.
And into the vial, just between his cheeks.
Ladies, boys,
Right.
whoever wants it, really.
Yo, you got a EDM Noxious says you got a lube line.
Dude, Peanut, do it. Make like a rebranded Adam and Eve line of like stuff. Just be like, this is my peanut oil.
Peanut and
oil.
peanut. Because if I could, I'd have sex with myself.
Yeah.
Yo, imagine those people who
Call
like,
your
make
dildo
these,
the
like,
peanut giga dick.
these people have like these like sex toy lines and like lube lines and shit like that. Like, you think they use it themselves? Like,
Probably. They have to test it somehow.
Honestly, I think the worst part of like having like a deal like that is by default you are just given, like, it's just part of your contract.
yeah.
So it's like the only thing I can think of, especially like as a sex star, if like you get your own lube line, like they're like, yeah, and by default we just send you like X amount of lube every month, and you're just like, that's fine. And then like 3 months in, you're like, oh, this is a problem.
I'm
I
giving
have a
this to my
garage full.
friends. I feel like I bet like there's people somewhere out there, like someone who's bisexual at the very least, right?
Yeah.
And like they have a mold of their own junk and they have stuck it up their ass before. I bet that like there's 7 billion people plus on the earth.
There's it's more like 8 or 9 billion people now.
Yeah. It's probably it's closer to that.
She was like,
We
I
need
can
to
only
stop
hope
having
that this
sex.
person
Jesus
exists.
Christ.
But you know, there's some narcissist there that's like, I'll only let myself fuck myself.
That's like
The only person allowed to fuck me is myself.
Hashtag me.
Makes a mold of their own dick, gets
Oh.
disappointed.
Oh, I got a question for all of you. Oh my god! I had this talk with my buddy the other day. It's been more than a day, a couple days, but all right. Minimum. What is the price it would take for you to fuck somebody of the gender that you're not into?
What do you mean? Like, I'm pan, so I'm the one's the target.
So I guess this does not count for you. You're into everything.
Literally, it's just like you don't
Roman's
have to pay me. I'll do it for free.
I will literally do it for free. What are we doing right now?
Literally,
okay.
Literally. That is literally me. I'll just do it for free.
All right. Okay. So here's what we'll do for you then. How about like the absolute for you, the least attractive person that you could think of? Like we're talking like globs, blobs, fucking.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna need is a 55-gallon drum of lube, about 5 brown paper bags, and
Inserting
like
yourself in there.
Not even talking money.
no.
Well, so
I was getting to the money part. Okay, I was gonna be like a Shamrock Shake, 5 McRibs,
totals for these things.
5 McRibs, and about like
supply costs.
and about like $900,000.
Okay, $900,000 for your like worst, like so like literal.
No. This is me lowballing. This is like the beginning prices.
You give him the $900,000 and he walks into the room and then he comes back out and he's like, okay,
I'm gonna need another 100.
Listen, you only gave me 5 paper bags and I'm gonna need way more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, like look, I'm attracted like physically, like body wise to chicks. But I said 100,000 would be enough for me to pound some dude cheeks.
I mean, okay. If we're talking realistically, like,
yeah, No, I'm saying realistically, this is a deal put in front of you with a contract.
All right.
Like, but for you, since you're pan, it would have to be like the most unattractive to you person.
Man, myself, I just look in the mirror.
Roman just gets real sad.
I'm just gonna go cry now as I fuck myself.
And then the person who's like offering you gets sad. They're like, no, like you should love yourself, man. And you're like, I don't. I don't.
What the fuck? No.
Everyone
See, like,
kills themselves.
See,
this is exactly how it works.
See, Roman's not picturing this the way it could actually be. Like,
I just fucking clone of myself and I become Naruto.
Jabba the Hutt is real.
Yeah, no, I could throw you 800 pictures of people that you would be like, no.
Hugh has a folder of people he despises. Would you like the link?
Yeah. It's on Google fucking
Drive?
Whatever it's called, fucking Google Uplink or whatever.
For the next one, go ahead and put together a slideshow, and we'll pocket this for the next one. Like,
yeah.
And on slide number 47,
Roman, you are definitely more attractive than this person.
Okay,
Would you fuck them for less?
And I'd be like, all right. When you phrase it like that, I'd be like, okay.
No, I'm saying the worst thing you could think of. We're starting with you because you've taken this long.
Man, shit, man. Okay, realistically, like
the worst.
Like the worst. Like, do I have to look him in the eyes?
Well, the worst part is this is like hard because like since you're pan, like we have to say like you have to have like the worst tier of it to like.
Well, like I have to make eye contact the whole time.
One's obviously in the.
I would just be like vomiting in the middle of it.
Like somebody whose face is like 17 jelly rolls and like a single eye.
Dude, that's
13 teeth.
So
yeah, no, I'm saying the worst because you don't have a reference otherwise.
I mean, I could just look at myself in the mirr.
No,
life's always just been
different.
too easy for you, Roman.
Yeah, you're making it too easy on yourself.
Hey, individual, thanks
you're
for
hot. So shut
10
up.
months, man. Oh, somebody just used their exclamation point follow age, and they've been following me for 10 months. all in 25 days. Yeah, dude. Sheesh, yeah. Okay, so realistically, to fuck somebody that like was like just revolting is the correct term. 50 grand. Like
50 grand. Okay,
50
that's
grand,
half
yeah.
of what mine is. Okay.
Yeah. Like 50 to 100, somewhere in that ballpark, depending on if I get.
They are.
Depending on how many paper bags I need.
So 100 grand because we're talking the worst of the worst.
Yeah. So about 100 grand.
Because as pretty much a straight dude, like I like dudes' faces. That's as far as I go though.
Yeah.
Like, so like anything physical body wise, like you got to get me like 100 grand or higher, and that's me fucking them. Nobody's gonna like.
Joke's on you. I get 100 grand for fucking myself because I hate myself.
to fuck me, that would be like you'd have to put like in the millions, definitely. Like I'm never gonna have to work again, never gonna have to walk again. Like,
Probably will never walk.
You're right.
A large portion of it will be in Arby's gift cards.
No. All right. So for your let's just put it this way: for your worst sexual experience.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a different direction actually. For your worst sexual experience, what would it cost me? Buying my worst sexual experience, like from anything, would probably be at least $50 million. Like for the worst. For the worst.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't think anybody has 50 million. Like unless you're fucking Jeff Bezos. Like.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about like a random somebody says, "Bam, here's money. Anything." For your worst, what's the minimum?
Conversation with Bam.
Yeah, bam.
Okay. Every sentence he says starts with bam.
Bam.
Emerald.
What's
Emerald
your minimum?
Up.
What's your minimum for your worst sexual experience?
Minimum? Prices starting at $1 million.
Okay.
Raman's constructing the chart now.
Yeah. I'm thinking about this.
$1 million's fine. $1 million's fine.
Now he's now worried that he's going to go somewhere. And
this is after.
He's going to be like, I didn't have my chart ready.
No. This is in net value, like what you get after taxes are taken out.
Yeah. Mine.
Roman's over here thinking about taxes. That's the thing he's most concerned about.
50 million. He says one.
Starting at the low, like starting out, like
if someone's gonna like,
it's a sliding scale.
Thrust in my throat and booty. If someone's gonna thrust in my throat and booty, like I better get at least like enough to like buy their parents.
into eternal slavery. It's eternal servitude. Just be like, that's right. They probably don't even want their parents.
He said $1 million. He said $1 million. What's yours, Pnod? For your worst.
I mean, it would, because
for your worst.
I guess for me, because like I'm in the boat of also being a straight male.
Mm.
But like I know for a fact that like men just like it just completely like grosses me out, and it's like the only reason I know is because I've had plenty of girlfriends that love to go to like gay clubs. And it's like I've like I think the most awkward experience I've ever had is like I had a guy hit on me and like grab my leg, and it actually caused me to like throw up.
He's just like the second anybody touches him, he's like,
yeah. So like, yeah, it would be like millions, and like even then, like I don't even know if anything could like actually happen.
He would probably just vomit in their mouth, and they'd be like, yes, do it more.
Wow. I'm saying, like, okay, this is locked in. Like, this is locked in. It's gonna happen. What's your minimum price for it?
I like how you're like, it's like locked in. I'm just like, I'm like $1 billion, and they're like, oh no, that's too high. And I'm like, okay, well, they're like, well, you're locked in, so you have to. It's a negotiation.
Yeah. So you wouldn't do it for $999 million then?
I mean, like I said, like it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, yeah, like I mean, I guess if I'm like locked into this situation, but it's like I just know the worst thing for me would be another guy, no matter how attractive or gross they are, and it's just like It's just like I just wouldn't be able to do it. Like, and like I would get. They'd be like, "Here's the money's been transferred to your account." I'm like, "All right, you're probably gonna be taking that money back in a second here."
Nope.
I'd go in the other room and you just hear. I'd walk back out and I'd be like, "Back to the negotiation table, I suppose."
Yeah, I think we're having like okay, like this is like a like God is choosing it to happen right now. Unfortunately, nobody can do anything about it.
God is very happy about being part of this.
Jokes on you, you're fucking God in every situation, right
God
there.
is different than everybody else.
He descends upon mortal earth and he says, "Listen here,
You're going to fuck for money."
And I'm gonna film it.
Listen here, my child. Satan has entered me into a debate of sorts, and I've conjured an infinite amount of money.
Yeah,
And
basically.
Here's what he's conjured, and you have to fuck that. How much?
These are hypotheticals. These are hypotheticals.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to give like the honest.
I'd just be like, okay,
like $1 billion. Like it would be like just ridiculous. Like it has to be a ridiculous amount of money, like hundreds of millions of dollars.
So you're talking world changing money.
Yeah.
Like not just life changing. You're talking about like you want to change the world with your money as well.
See, I was the most realistic. I was like at least $1 million, at least like after taxes.
Realistic in the sense of like it just wouldn't happen. Like there's just no way that I'd be able to do it.
He just want to be able to get his dick up. He's like, no, can't.
Unless I can change the world around me as well. That's what your imagination is doing with this.
Yeah, I'd have
Roman's like
Roman's just getting sad in the mirror.
Me, 50 million. That's enough to change my life and like a couple generations beyond me as well.
I mean, literally.
That's the way I'm thinking of it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, if we're talking about like life-changing money, because I wasn't thinking about life-changing money.
No. You can't just be worth more all of a sudden. You're done now.
Yeah, no. This is minimum. We're talking minimum.
You got.
Oh, okay. No. If we're talking, no. If we're talking like minimum, yeah, like absolute minimum, but the scale goes up from there. Yeah, $1 million, no problem. But has to be like in the pocket after taxes, $1 million.
Yeah.
Roman's like going back to work after this traumatic life experience. He's like, God damn it.
No, that's me. That's me. No, like, see, the difference for him is he's like, yeah, this person I'm doing is just gross. Like, he's pan, so he can like fuck whatever gender he wants, and et cetera, et cetera. He's like, yo, the grossest person I can think of, yeah, sure, $1 million. Not too bad. For a person who is straight and getting penetrated, I'm like, yo, it's got to be at least 50 million. At least. Like, I do not want to ever get penetrated in my life, and I would fight it off, probably.
He's like, I'm not letting anybody use my cheeks like I use my cheeks.
Or mouth. I don't want that either. Like, I will, like if there was, like our stuff going on, I would probably try to like kill the person, and if I can't, I'd probably try to KMS. like if there's no money involved, I'd probably like try to like get the fuck out of there in one way or another.
Goddamn, dude.
Oh shit! I just dropped lemonade on my fucking bed.
Why are you in your bed? I'm sitting at my PC, bro.
Drinking fucking lemonade in my bed.
Okay, Nick, will you just answer the question?
I thought his answer was going to be, why are you in the bed? Because I'm drinking lemonade. It's be like, no. That's we need more information than that.
He's like, my grandma's in the computer chair. She's here the whole time.
My grandma says it's bad luck to not drink lemonade in the bed. She's from a different time.
In the bed. You gotta wipe it off with a towel.
So, Nick, what's your answer to this question?
Probably
your answer, Nick.
Well, all depends on how fragile my homosexuality is feeling. We hetero.
Wow, look at that Freudian slip.
And just like that.
And just like that, we know he's at least bi.
Your favorite bruise is all falling through. Oh no, guy cheeks. Oh, I hate them so.
No, the question is what is the opposite of what you like?
Okay.
Opposite?
Yeah.
What is the opposite of what is good?
a different furry person. I mean, like I said, for me, like it's dude dick, big old dude dick. Not about it.
I like how you put an emphasis on big, like big
Big
old.
old dude dick. I mean, like, look, okay, honestly, it wouldn't take $50 million for a single incher to go up my butt.
Single
I'd be like, okay, that's probably like, like
a $2,000.
That's like 10,000.
All right. Is it 10,000 per inch?
Gross. I'd be like, gross. But like, if we're talking about like Mandingo up in my shit, like,
Man,
yeah, like the porn star Mandingo.
It'd be 50 mil. It'd be like 50 million.
Watch Mandingo shows up at your house tomorrow. Like, all right, somebody, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh no, I don't like this.
You had 3 viewers watching your podcast.
I was one of them.
I've taken out a small business loan.
He's like, jokes on you. This is the down payment for my business.
The interest on it is astronomical, but I want that booty.
I want them cheeks. Guess what? I ain't shaving. I ain't waxing for nothing.
That was gonna be my next question.
And I'll have you know, I've been drinking lemonade and eating Arby's all week.
Good luck.
He's like, it's okay. He just looks you in the eyes and goes like, all the more to lube me up.
Every move he makes is just a fart as he gets onto his bed.
Just shit on that Mandingo dick.
He can cancel. He can cancel on that shit.
Nick, I don't think Nick gave us an actual number.
He didn't give us a number.
actual number. I don't know. I mean, maybe
You
like
never thought about this.
not really. I never planned on accepting one of my.
Oh no, the cum saying no.
Oh dear.
It's the lemonade.
You went.
Can't be with your mom. Be with your mom.
God damn. It's fucking terrible.
I'm sorry, Grandma.
To the people who aren't seeing this, I posted the lemonade spill.
It really legitimately looks like it's a pillow with like a massive splooge stain on it.
It kind of looks like fucking like United States of America.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the one edge looks like Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Alaska.
There's Florida. There's Texas right there.
It's the southern portion of the United States of America.
Yeah. That's fucking. Yo.
Oh my god.
Makes like,
broken.
at least $1 million, right?
Probably a little more.
Wow. Wow, I'm the cheapest whore here. Okay.
Someone's clapping your cheeks tonight.
Okay. All
Not
right.
in mine. Oh, yeah, that would cost a lot more.
Yep. Yep. What's the minimum?
Oh,
Someone's clapping your
okay.
cheeks.
If it's like, if they give you a time limit, they usually like, I'm clapping your cheeks in 3 months, and you're like, oh.
Who are you?
Okay, it doesn't matter
free,
about
no
time
problem.
limit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
The boys are
Nick,
free.
someone's clapping your cheeks. What's the price? What's the price? Assuming you're straight.
I love this.
I need to put that in there. Assuming you're straight, someone's clapping your cheeks.
With that little
Minimum
missed
price.
before I probably need to clarify.
Minimum price. What is it?
Minimum. Probably at least 100 million. Maybe.
100 million. So you wouldn't do it for 50 million?
I don't think so. No.
No. Okay, so he's got his convictions on there. 100 million. That's good. You wouldn't do it for 90 million. It's close. Consider it. 80 million.
I like how we're working down now.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Minimum. I'm trying to see. Yeah, but yeah, about 100 million is probably yours. Yeah, that makes sense. As like back pulling as you are.
Backpedaling,
yeah. It makes sense. 100 million is probably his.
I mean,
He's like-
I just don't care.
He's like, I'm gonna do a startup company. I'm gonna fucking
Like the whole entire time he's getting his cheeks slapped, he's thinking about business plans and he's writing it out. He's like, hey, calm down back there. I gotta fucking write.
I got a company to run.
He's like signing paperwork.
like on my ass right now. No, I am. No, you know what I mean.
He's like having a whole phone conversation with his accountant.
Right.
His accountant's like, you're fucking me right now. No, I'm not.
Listen, I need you to take care of that thing. Oh no. Oh my god.
God damn it. Dude, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense for me because I'm just like, $1 million? I mean, I still get $1 million.
And I gotta fuck a guy.
And I get to fuck whoever No. I think like
Okay.
what we were talking about, like, so I mean, I don't know, Roman, I don't know your sexuality like to the T. We're talking about like your worst possible sexual experience.
I would just kill myself.
Okay.
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but I really have.
we could wrap it up here.
Thank you for showing your tits to us. Have a good night.
Yes.
Titties.
Thanks again, everybody. This has been the Chance of Negli-Gents Podcast. And I'll see you all guys in the next episode. Let me look. It was rain.
God.
In the
Oh,
meantime,
God.
Tap some cheeks. Don't forget to don't spill your lemonade.